A young girl called Azizi is singing under the setting of the African sun. Her voice, resonant and ethereal, appears to suspend time itself. Even birds pause mid-flight as the sky is painted in hues of orange and gold. Have you ever hesitated to share your talent, fearing how the world might respond? What if your voice was more than artistic? What if it was transformational, a force capable of inspiring hope, catalyzing healing, and igniting change? A remote African village alive with colour and tradition. Children laugh as they race along narrow paths. Women rhythmically pound fufu in large wooden mortars, and elders converse beneath the vast canopy of an ancient baobab tree. The faint beat of traditional drums weaves through the ambiance. Welcome to Mbale, a village steeped in tradition. Here we meet Azizi, a young girl whose remarkable voice held an almost mystical resonance. More than a gift, her singing was a vessel for emotion, spirit, and transformation. But despite the depth of her ability, Azizi was afraid to let the world hear her. We see Azizi by the village well, quietly humming as she fills her calabash. Her posture is shy, her eyes fixed on the ground. Around her, life continues, unaware of the hidden power within this quiet girl. Though aware of her gift from an early age, Azizi was paralyzed by fear of ridicule, rejection, and failure. Her silence reflected not a lack of talent, but a profound internal struggle familiar to many who possess untapped brilliance. Azizi was sitting under a large tree, softly singing to herself. Her voice is beautiful, but every phrase seems to end in hesitation. Children in the distance giggle, not maliciously, but Azizi perceives it as mockery. She withdraws further. Azizi's voice, though rich with promise, became a source of private anguish. Alone, she would sing to the wind, her melodies escaping into the wilderness, never to be heard by human ears. Her fear was not mere shyness. It was the psychological burden of internalized doubt, shaped by a world quick to judge and slow to uplift. A shift in tone occurs as Amina, Azizi's exuberant and intuitive friend, is introduced. Although Amina knows nothing of vocal training, she possesses deep emotional insight. One day she hears Azizi's song and is stopped in her tracks. Often it takes another's eyes to help us see ourselves. For Azizi, that person was Amina. She saw past Azizi's silence and heard a voice that could change the world. Her encouragement became the key that would unlock a hidden destiny. Clips show Amina gently nudging Azizi towards small acts of courage, singing near the river, harmonizing under the moonlight, rehearsing in the empty classroom. Amina is always nearby, gently pushing Azizi toward the light. Without formal training but with abundant belief, Amina nurtured Azizi's talent. Their nightly rehearsals weren't just about notes or pitch, they were acts of trust, resilience, and rediscovery. This celebration of heritage and artistry would become the turning point for Azizi. As she stepped onto the stage, fear threatened to silence her once more, but within her stirred a deeper force: purpose. Her first notes are tentative, yet clear. Then they rise, bold and luminous, flowing over the village like a healing wind. The villagers are mesmerized. Her voice, for so long hidden, now becomes the focal point of the entire celebration. As she sang, something extraordinary occurred. A sick child opened his eyes and smiled. A woman, long barren, clutched her belly with sudden wonder. Azizi's voice wasn't just beautiful, it was restorative, a phenomenon the villagers could scarcely explain. The following morning, the village buzzes with joy. Azizi walks through the market, no longer hunched in insecurity. Children sing fragments of her melody. Elders offer blessings. She is now seen not only as a singer, but as a symbol of courage. Azizi's transformation was not limited to her personal growth. It signified the awakening of an entire community. In embracing her voice, she became the vessel through which her people discovered hope, pride, and healing. It takes only one voice to start a movement. And sometimes, all that voice needs is one friend who believes. Azizi's journey shows us that courage is contagious, and that even the quietest voice can become a chorus that changes the world. Azizi now performs at village events, her audience growing with each song. What gifts lie dormant within you? What truths have you silenced out of fear? Let Azizi's story inspire your own. Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more powerful stories, and remember, your voice matters. Don't be afraid to let the world hear it.